Hello everyone. Welcome to Intellipaat's live webinar on how to make a career in Salesforce from a non-technical background. Today's webinar is conducted by Mr. Venkat. He has 25 plus years of expertise as a trainer and he has demonstrated a history of excellent training feedback of 4.8 ratings in almost all trainings. He has top-notch expertise in training Salesforce, Sybil and Pega. He is certified as a Salesforce certified trainer, Salesforce administrator, Salesforce platform developer, Salesforce platform app builder, Salesforce Sales Cloud. So let's welcome Venkat now. Over to you, Venkat.
What is Salesforce from a layman's terminology, and then get into understanding of what is Salesforce thing and what is a Salesforce admin who's going to do. So that's what we are going to learn. And then what are the topics of a Salesforce certification exam? And then how does the exam look like? How do we prepare for the Salesforce certification? And then what are the things that you have to do to learn the Salesforce things? All these things would be covering as a part of this entire webinar. Okay. And then if you have any questions, probably you can put them in the chat window, or if you guys were given the speaking access, you can please feel free to speak. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. What is CRM? Okay, so CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Okay, so what is Customer Relationship Management? All right, so this is a process. Okay, Customer Relationship Management, aka CRM. Okay, this is a process in which an organization tries to keep its interaction alive with, it may be a customer, it may be a prospective customer, and it may be someone who is trying to help the organization in acquiring customers. So in multiple dimensions, the CRM is going to help the organization. Okay. And at this point in time, it's just not interacting with the customers, or it is not interacting with the prospective customers, or it's not just interacting with the other team members who bring in customers or prospective customers. What CRM can do is CRM has got some good data management capabilities also. So it has a nice way to segregate the customer data and keep it for easy retrieval. That is one thing. And then Salesforce also ensures that you can have the employee structure designed in the Salesforce application so that the right people will see the right data. Okay, it doesn't allow anybody who is not required to see any data, they will not see that. So that is another interesting thing about CRM. And then if you call up Amazon, all right, now Amazon guys pick up your call, they will have all your details over there, and then they will say that, hey, this is your order, you did a free pickup from a location from you, so would you prefer changing it to something else? So all those details they give to you in a very nice manner, as if they are interacting with you, and they know which order you have placed and all the other things. The reason for that is Salesforce is behind that. Or let's say if you call up a McDonald's customer care for ordering a burger for you, so they immediately pick up your call and say, hey, XYZ, you have ordered a double patty chicken burger last time. Would you prefer to do this? So how is all that things known to them? That's all because of the Salesforce as a CRM, which is running their entire customer service. All right. Now, there are multiple types of CRM that are available across the globe. So, first one is a strategic CRM. The second one is an operational CRM. Third one is analytical CRM. Fourth one is collaborative CRM. So, what is a strategic CRM? What is operational CRM? So, when you are talking about strategic CRM or a collaborative CRM, both are almost one at the same. Strategic CRM or the collaborative CRM, both are one at the same. All right. Now, here they are meant for a specific targeting. Okay. Like, let's say if you have to run a campaign. Okay. Now, what is a campaign? A campaign is like advertising your products. Now, let's take the example. I'm not sure if everybody are joining from India, but all of you might have heard the bank HDFC, right? So HDFC Bank has got a number of credit cards. Now, one of the credit card is like a top-notch credit card is there. It may be from HDFC, or it may be from Amex, or it may be from Bank of America, or maybe from Citibank. Let's not bother about which bank it is. Now, it has launched a new credit card, and that credit card has to go to not everybody. It should not be given to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the globe. It has to be given to only those customers who are having a platinum preferred card, or there is something called as there is another card like Expedia card is there. So all those who are having an Expedia card or a platinum preferred card, they would like to offer this card. So they are already customers for that particular bank, and then still they want to give it only to those people. So what they do is strategically, okay, they do a campaign by extracting the data, that is only meant for these preferred customers, and then they send out emails or they send out some messages or something, so that only those guys will be getting that particular mailer. So that would be all these things will be a part of the strategic CRM. I've just given one example. There are a lot more things that we do. Okay, and a collaborative CRM also works on the same lines. Okay, collaborative thing also works on the same lines. Now, coming down to the operational CRM. So, operational CRM is the regular CRM. Create a account, create a customer, create a lead. Okay, sell a product to a existing customer, or convert a lead. Or lead is a prospective customer. So, convert a lead to a different level. Convert an opportunity to closed, or convert an opportunity to closed lost, closed won. So whatever the daily activities that you do in sales and service operations, that will all be taken care by the operational CRM. And then we have something known as an analytical CRM. Now, analytical CRM works with all the other CRMs. Okay. So when you look at analytical CRM, again, analytical CRM is very niche area. Okay, it is not that everybody can buy a license for analytical CRM, because it is an expensive license. And what is that it is going to do? It is going to do the you have all the data, right? So in the previous slide, we looked at Salesforce keeps track of the customer data, right? It nicely manages all the data. So analytical CRM pulls out that data, and then it is capable of slicing and dicing the data in a way that is required by the analysis team, and the analysts have got options to pass in few parameters into this analytical CRM, and based on that they will get the details of it. Now, this analytical CRM, let me give you an example. Like, how did I do? Okay, so let's say You have this shopping festivals that would be offered by Amazon or Flipkart or something like that, right? The big billion day sale or something. So if I have to take that as an example, how was my big billion dollar sale in 2021 versus 2020? Now, how much did I spend on advertisements or on campaign for the big billion dollar day sale in 2021 versus the sale that has happened versus the amount spent on campaign for big billion dollar day sale in 2020 versus the sale in 2020? What were the number of opportunities that I had in Q4 2021 versus the opportunities that I had in 2020? What is the percentage rise in the opportunities? What is the percentage decline in the opportunities? Okay. Otherwise, there may be another example. How many opportunities were I able to close in year 2021 versus year 2020? So all these analysis can be done using the analytical CRM. And the best thing is Salesforce had now come up with an AI concept for that. They call it as Einstein Analytics. So that is also going to do some predictive analysis saying that these are the things that you did in the last year campaign which resulted in this, and it is going to run through some even I'm not completely aware of it. There are some machine learning AI related tools which are intertwined with this Einstein capabilities in Salesforce. So it is going to suggest certain ways and means to do the campaigns. So that is also is an additional tool that is being offered by Salesforce at a premium. All right. So these are the various types of CRMs that you have. And if you look at Salesforce as a CRM, it has got multiple things. Like we discussed all those things. So the customer service is one thing that we are looking at. Then analytics, the one which we discussed right now, is another one. Commerce, the business that you do. Okay. So Salesforce had come up with its own new tools for running this commerce. Salesforce B2B commerce, B2C commerce. So Salesforce business to business commerce, Salesforce commerce B2B is the name of the tool, or Salesforce commerce B2C is the name of the tool. Then automation, we can automate various Salesforce tasks either by using workflows or by using flows or by using process builders. And then if I require, by default, Salesforce offers you three applications: sales, service, and marketing. Now, on top of the sales, service, and marketing, if you want to have another application to sell your insurance or to settle any insurance claims, for settling insurance claims, Salesforce doesn't have any application. So you would like to build one Salesforce application for claim settlements. So for that, you can use Salesforce platform to do an application for settling of all the claims. That's also possible from the application development. So coming down to specifics of a job role. So the job role that we are looking at over here is a Salesforce admin. And what is he supposed to do? So if a new user joins in an organization, okay, already there is a Salesforce implementation, and this Salesforce implementation is already there, and there is a Salesforce administrator. So a new sales rep has joined, or a new manager has joined for both sales and service teams. So this guy has to see few details from the sales application, this guy has to see few details from the service application. So I need to create a new user profile which caters to that requirement. So then people will come to you. Or else, when you are looking at the sales people, you are supposed to see what are the details, what are the level of granularity that a particular user has got access to, and is it right enough access, or does he require more granular access, or should you reduce the granularity in access? That you have to discuss with the business analyst and the Salesforce technical architect, and then based on their inputs, you will be able to change their access levels. And then again, every day you will have new leads, new accounts, new contacts. Some new data is going to come in from various sources. So one of the things is that you have to import all the data that is coming in, and then you can run duplication tools to ensure that no deduplication of data has to be done. And then you can check for the updates from salesforce.com, but that is not a very very large piece of your work. Okay, the first four and the last one, manage customers, users and employees, so those are the five things that you do on a day in and day out basis. But again, on a lighter side, okay, this is purely on the lighter side, which is a very easy task. And there was a survey that was done by Salesforce, and 65% of the Salesforce admins has listed a task, the task that they are doing on a daily basis, and that task is password reset. That is not given over here, but that is the top task that a Salesforce administrator is going to perform. So this is the result of a survey that has been run earlier in US market, and then 65% of the people who responded said that password reset is one of their top jobs or top tasks for them. So though it seems to be simple, but again, this is the top task that you have to do. And then coming down, so let's say you're applying for your jobs. Okay, you completed your Salesforce admin related training, and then you're applying for a job. And when you're applying for a job, people will look at a certification. So the certifications that you would be doing will be Salesforce administration certification, which is called ADM 201 as per the Salesforce nomenclature. And then you should be able to understand the entire Salesforce landscape. When I say Salesforce landscape, that includes user data, security, the customization of the Sales Cloud and Service Cloud. Okay, and then you have reports, dashboards, workflows that needs to be built. So number of questions would be 60, time for completion is 105 minutes, passing percentage is 65, exam fee is $200. Let's not talk about retake fee because everybody passes after this Intellipaat course. Okay, don't think about a retake here. So Salesforce admin exam, what are the topics that you have? So if you are looking at a Salesforce admin exam topics, you have organizational setup, you have user setup, security and access, then you have standard and custom objects. So again, if we are going into the topic, so what happens is whenever a Salesforce application license has been procured, this will be procured by a company. Let's say, for example, McDonald's is the company over here. Okay, the reason why I'm taking the name of McDonald's or Amazon is because they both are large customers who directly interact with the customers, because they are the people who interact with you. If I have to take an example, I can take an example of Walt Disney, or I can take an example of Coca-Cola. But again, you don't interact on a daily basis with Walt Disney or Coca-Cola. You interact on a daily basis with Amazon or McDonald's. So that is where the interaction, you have that interaction, and that interaction is facilitated by Salesforce. So when McDonald's buys the license for Salesforce, how McDonald's as an organization has been set up in Salesforce, or how Amazon has been set up in a Salesforce. Like that, whatever company buys the Salesforce application, that organization setup has to be done. And then when you come down to the user setup, who will be what? So there will be administrators, there will be end users, there will be different kinds of users. So which user should see what is taken care by the security and access. Now, as I told you earlier, Salesforce gives you three applications. One is sales, service, and marketing. Okay. And then I have also told you that claim process. Okay. The insurance claim process is another application that you built by yourself. So anything that is given to you by Salesforce will fall under standard, and anything that you build will fall under custom. So whatever the entities that you build are standard entities and custom entities. And then you have, I told you, sales and marketing and service are the applications that are given to you by Salesforce. So we will be discussing about all those things, and they are a part of the exam also. And don't worry about it. In the next slide, we shall see how much percentage of these things will come. Okay. And then when someone requests for a license, or if someone wants to buy, let's say your company is selling some laptops. And if someone wants to buy a laptop, and this request has come from a particular area, and you have a sales rep sitting down over there to take care of these requirements. So what happens is you have to assign this request to that particular sales rep, and then define an activity for that person to go talk to that requester, and then come back with a result on that particular request. So that is going to be coming under activity management and collaboration. And then you have the data management. So how do you import data? How do you export data? How do you backup data? All that falls under data management. And then you create reports and dashboards for the users. When I say analytics, reports, and dashboards, Salesforce out of the box reports and dashboards are not very, very powerful. So you have to buy an additional license, which is a Tableau license, or Salesforce Einstein Analytics is what you call it now. So you got to buy an additional license to get the additional power and other things. But for the Salesforce certification exam, it's enough. Whatever the basic reports, there are four kinds of reports that are there, and one dashboard that will be available. If you learn those things, that would be good for you. And then you have workflow, process, and automation, where we'll be talking about workflows, process builder, and approval process. And then whenever you are trying to build an application, okay, how do you build an application for a desktop, and how do you build it for a mobile application? And also in Salesforce, you have something called as App Exchange. So App Exchange is like a marketplace. What do I mean by a marketplace? If you have to download any software on your Android or iOS phone, right? So you will either go to an app store or a Play Store and you download it. Similarly, Salesforce also has a number of products like that, which are developed by other developers. And if you want to download them and use them, some of them are free, some of them are paid. So if you want to do them, App Exchange is the marketplace from where you can get those things. So again, if you look at it, organization setup, user setup, so the most important topics are security and access, standard and custom object, sales, marketing, service and support. So all these things, if you put together, this comes up to 100%. Okay. And again, so these are all the things which these are the marks, not marks distribution per se, the number of questions. So in the before slide, we have seen you have 60 questions and you need to come up with 39 answers, right? So 3% of the questions are from organizational setup, 7% of the questions are from user setup. That is how these things will be there. There are few questions in question and answer pane and chat window. I will respond to them in some time. Just give me 2 minutes. Okay, so how do you prepare for this certification exam? First and the foremost thing, you have to be thorough with all the basics. And then whatever the duration and the mark distribution that is given here, you need to ensure that you prepare according to that. And then you have to practice. Okay, you have to practice. And then you need to concentrate more on the area that has more weightage. And you have various mock tests that are available on the internet, and then you should be able to crack the exam pretty simple. Okay. And then you have a lot of things. You have YouTube, you have Intellipaat's blog, and then there are also Salesforce own material that is available to you on the web. So you can use all these things, and you can get through the exam pretty simple. So clearing exam is one of the simplest tasks. Learning Salesforce is the best thing that you can do. Okay, it's pretty simple to learn. Okay, but you need to have practice. When you are learning a topic, when you are attending a class, when you're learning this, it seems to be, is it so simple? But just close your laptop, go out, come back after 15 minutes and try to do the task, you'll get confused. So you got to run these tasks multiple times. Okay. You got to run these tasks multiple times. You got to do hands-on. Only then you will be able to understand the things. Okay. So let me just come down to question and answers that are there. I got a question from Neil Kant. Don't know coding in Java, C, or C++. Can I make a career in Salesforce? So none of the clouds require. So Neil Kant, there are two things. One is Salesforce configuration and customization. So whatever we are talking about right now is only on the configuration side, where you don't need any coding experience. It is zero code thing. So you don't need to have any coding knowledge at all. When you go in for configuration part, that that invites development of content using a product called Apex. So that is where you require this. But for this, you don't require anything. And then Amit has got a question which says, what does Lightning means in Salesforce? So again, Salesforce has got a user interface. Okay, Salesforce has got a user interface, and when you build an application in Salesforce, okay, you are if you build it with Lightning user interface, okay, if you build your application with Lightning user interface, you can build that Salesforce application once, and then you can use it. Or let me answer it in a different way. Traditionally, if you have to build an application for your mobile and handhelds and the iPads and the tablets of the world, you have to do a specific app development. And then if you want to do it for desktops and laptops, you have to build another application. But with this Lightning, it is known with Lightning, you can build only one application, build once, access multiple places. So Lightning is a framework which is going to give your application a dynamic UI context. So if you build your application using this Lightning user interface framework, it is just the user interface. The backend still remains same. Okay, it's just the user interface part. So what happens is, if you look at it on a laptop, it adjusts the entire user interface to fit the laptop screen or a desktop screen. If you open it on a tablet, depending on the screen, okay, it reduces the things in such a way that it is easy for you to read, but still it rearranges the things. That is called dynamic UI. All right. See, the best example for dynamic UI is like, if you are looking at Netflix, okay, if you are accessing Netflix or if you are accessing Prime Video, where as and when you click on the movie, it opens up in the landscape mode. And when the movie opens up in the landscape mode, you will be watching it like that. Or in YouTube, if you click on any video, it plays in a small window. But as soon as you turn your phone into a landscape mode, the screen gets full screen. Right. This is called dynamic user interface. So all that kind of a dynamic interface is provided with the help of Lightning in Salesforce. And then there is a question from Pravalika. I tried to learn from Intellipaat for Salesforce, but left with many doubts. So if I take paid training, does lecturers clear all our doubts? So Pravalika, you were a student of Salesforce earlier. Okay, so if you haven't learned anything in Salesforce, then definitely you can join for Salesforce and the best. Oh, okay. So YouTube Intellipaat videos may not be completely there. So if you join a Salesforce course in Intellipaat, I think maybe those other people will talk to you about it. But again, if you are left with a number of queries, if you join my batch and then there are some queries, if I start another batch, you are free to enroll into that batch also. Or maybe if there is another trainer, I'm not starting a batch, and if any other trainer is starting it, you can request support to let you enter into those topics where this particular thing is happening. That is always possible. Intellipaat is very, very accommodative in that. All right. There are few more questions in the chat. Let me take them up. So Samson, like what happens is Salesforce development. For doing the Salesforce development, you need to understand the Salesforce landscape and the Salesforce ecosystem, and that entire information will be given to you in the Salesforce admin course. So even though you don't want to do a Salesforce admin certification and settle down as an admin, but your target is Salesforce developer, but still it is always it is, I don't say good, I will like to say required to go through the admin course, because it gives you the complete landscape and ecosystem understanding. So if you have that, development becomes pretty simple. So Sandeep Patil, what is field service lightning? Again, field service lightning is a separate license from Salesforce. Okay, it is not an application, it is not a cloud, it is a separate license. Okay, so it is a part of the service cloud, but field service lightning is something like it's a service related thing. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have purchased a big double door refrigerator from an organization, and then that got installed at your home, and then suddenly you saw a leakage of water from that. So you just cannot call up that service center and put it in your car and take that double door refrigerator. Someone has to come to your place and they have to do the repair over there. So what you have to do is the field service lightning will help you to locate the closest service representative who can, not the closest, but the earliest service representative who can come and do the service to stop it, because leakage is a big problem. So they have to send someone at the earliest. So there may be a person sitting right next to your house, but his service might take another couple of hours. There may be another guy who is 10 miles away, but his service is over and he can come to your place in 20 minutes time. So they will look at a lot of things and then they will allocate the person. All that capabilities and capacity is there with the field service lightning. And then again, see, if you have to learn field service lightning, or if you want to learn any other additional topics, okay, as I answered for Samson, okay, that particular answer also applies over here. You need to understand the landscape and the ecosystem of Salesforce. So for that, you need to know the you need to know the admin part of it. So Priyank, you are a person with the sales and marketing background, so you know in and out of sales and marketing. So I you can make a career in Salesforce as a functional consultant, either in sales or marketing arena. Okay. So you first have to complete the admin certification. After the admin certification, you can go either take a service cloud training, or you will have to go with the marketing cloud training. So that would be your career path. uh, I am not sure if we have a course in field service lightning. I would leave this question to the Intellipaat sales team to answer that. Okay. And then Amit, are you from India or are you from US? So, Amit, if you're from India, then just an admin certification, I would not prefer to have one admin certification until unless you are from a business analysis or a sales or a service kind of a functional area. If you are a developer or if you are from a support role and you are trying to move into a Salesforce career, it is always better to have a developer certification also. All right. Any more questions, guys? All right. So over to Intellipaat support. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for attending this session. Bye bye.
Hello everyone, this is Rudrani this side. I'm the Senior Course Advisor at Intellipaat. I will be telling you about the Salesforce certification training program that Intellipaat provides. If in case you're interested in going ahead and enrolling for this particular technology or getting a training for this particular technology. So this is basically our portal. It's www.intellipaat.com. And here you just type in Salesforce. So it will give you a list of courses that we provide. All right. So basically, these are some of the courses for Salesforce. This one is the most popular one because it is covering all the aspects of Salesforce, from the administrative part, the app building part, and the platform developer one as well. So we are going to completely help you gain proficiency in Salesforce from the scratch to the advanced level concepts. So before I move on to anything, I would just tell you about a few key takeaways of this program. So this is going to be entirely an instructor-led training, meaning that the entire delivery of the concepts will be done as a live interactive session with the instructor on a virtual platform like Google Meets or Zoom. These are instructors who themselves have been working as Salesforce architects and have 15 plus years of experience in the industry. Apart from that, 40 hours of self-paced videos will be given to you. These are the recordings that have been recorded in a controlled environment. The access to this right away you get post the enrollment. So if you're someone who wants to revise a little bit before you sit for the live classes, we would be able to go ahead and do so through the self-paced videos that we provide. A very, very good practical exposure is given to you through 80 hours of industry specific real time live projects and case studies that you would be working on throughout the program. All of these projects are going to be making sure that you have the necessary knowledge that can be put into practical use, and also you can show an industry exposure on Salesforce onto your portfolio. Then the certification that you will be getting would be from Intellipaat. This certification is valid for a duration of lifetime. It is valid through all top organizations in India and abroad and is going to be recognized as a professional certificate throughout. But if in case you want to accreditate yourself with Salesforce, so these are the three exams that you would have to give, which is Salesforce Developer 501 Advanced Developer Certification Exam, Salesforce App Builder Certification Exam, and Administrator ADM 201 Certification Exam. Now, the complete curriculum and the training we provide is in line with these particular exams. So using the training, you would be able to go ahead and clear it very, very easily. Now, coming to the most important part, the job assistance. So this is a very lucrative service that we provide that helps our students get easy transitions into different domains. If they want to start a career, they are able to do so with this particular service. And also, if you are someone who wants to make a career in Salesforce, then we would be completely helping you out with the same through our job assistance service. So it is a 5-step process that we follow. The first step is, as soon as you reach 80% of the completion of the program, we will be assigning you a professional team who expertises in portfolio building. Now, this team would entirely be working on your CV, your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and all the other official profiles that you have, as to make it very, very noticeable to the recruiters and your professional community. Make it look heavy on all aspects of Salesforce and have all the right keywords to also pass the applicant tracking software that most MNCs have. So once your entire portfolio is made, we will be assigning you a team of training and placement officers who would be entirely responsible in communicating with you that if you're going ahead with the placements, what are your expectations and requirements out of it? So is that a particular location that you're looking at? Is that a firm? Is that a sector? If you're already a working professional and looking to transition into Salesforce, what is the current CTC that you're holding? Because we always want a growth on your career chart, and with trainings that we provide, you can easily expect a minimum salary hike in the range of 55 to 60% on your current salaries, and also higher levels of positions in the hierarchy as well, which is why this is a very integral step for us to be able to segregate the organizations accordingly for you. Then we start with the job assistance. Regarding the job assistance, we have partnerships and collaborations with around 500 plus reputed multinational companies and tech giants all around the world and throughout India. And as a part of that, we actively give you placements, all of which are inclusively created for Intellipaat students. So you do not have to go ahead and compete with the entire crowd out there. So if I give you a generic example of the kind of companies that come to hire with us, that would be companies like Microsoft, Oracle, IBM, Cisco, Nasdaq, Sony, Ericsson, Dell, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Johnson and Johnson, McKinsey, Shell, Nomura, Accenture, TCS, Cognizant. So we also maintain the quality of placements from our end. Apart from that, as this is covering all the aspects of Salesforce, we will be giving you guaranteed of minimum 3 interviews with top multinational companies that hire for Salesforce architects. Guaranteed minimum 3 interviews. Now, why we are going ahead and saying that we give you a guaranteed minimum 3 interviews is because mostly all of our students, whatever they expect from the placements, they get it in the very first 3 itself. So if in case you want to explore more, of course, the 4th, 5th, 6th, and the 7th one would also be conducted for you. We will also be giving you the exclusive access to our portal. So this portal here, you would be able to see all the vacancies as and when they come with our partnered companies. And even you can apply from your end by showing Intellipaat certification as a verification, post which direct interviews are scheduled for you. And lastly, for all the interviews that you sit for, we would be end-to-end be training you for the same through various mock interviews, set of questions, salary negotiation skills, soft skills training, and all of that. So all of this all together is in one service, which is the job assistance. Our flexible schedule is there because a lot of our students are also working professionals. So a flexible schedule is going to be maintained for them. We give you a lifetime free upgrade. So the lifetime access to the content that you have, because all of the live sessions that you will be attending are going to be recorded and put in your learning management portal along with the self-paced videos and the projects that you have worked on. All of this comes with a lifetime free upgrade, meaning if there is any update in the technology that you're learning from us, we would be entirely updating your content from our end without charging you anything extra for the same. All right. And then there is going to be a mentor support. So there is going to be a career coach for you, someone who is himself a Salesforce architect having a very good amount of experience in the industry. So he would be able to tell you as to what are the best options for you to choose, how can you have a career growth, and what is the best prospects for you and all of that. So all of this is going to be done. Now, coming to the curriculum, the entire curriculum is laid out in such a manner that we will be taking you from the very basics to the advanced level concepts of this domain. So there is absolutely no prerequisite as of such for you to be able to take this program, as everything is covered from scratch, and in a very phased manner, we will be taking you to the advanced level concepts. Okay, so you can come with absolutely zero knowledge. That is completely all right, because everything will be covered from scratch. So firstly, we will be covering the administrator and the app building content, and then we will be going ahead with the platform developer part. These are some of the projects that you would be taking up throughout the program. That is just for you to have an understanding as to how the projects are basically conducted. So basically these would be projects like real-time inventory management, management system with Salesforce, admin and developer concepts, building lightning applications, developer consoles. Here basically you will be building a lightning component with Yelp search API that allows you to display a list of businesses near a certain location. So these are, for example, real life implications of Apex and Visual Force. So that is also going to be thought. So of course, more than these projects would be given to you, which will be making sure that you have enough industry exposure to put onto your portfolio to have easy transitions. Or if you're someone who's starting with this, starting your career into this domain, so it would be easier for you to get through. Now, peer learning is basically an application that you would be getting as a part of, being a student of Intellipaat. So here you will be added along with all of your classmates into one group. All the major announcements will be made here. We will be encouraging group projects and hackathons and everything. This is basically to maintain a collaborative learning and a classroom like experience, or to also to help you network in the industry, because we have a very, very vast community of learners from all over the world, from all different positions of hierarchy and different backgrounds. So that is for you to have good networking in the industry as well as for job referrals. So this is something that you would also be getting. So you can go ahead and check these out. Certification we already discussed about. Now coming to the fees. The fees for this particular program, okay, so there are two trainings that we provide. One is a self-paced training and one is the online classroom. In the self-paced training, we will be giving you 40 hours of e-learning videos. You guide yourself through it. Anytime that you have doubts or you are stuck at any particular part of the course, you directly connect with the 24/7 technical support and access that we provide to you. They are available 24/7 around the clock. You can directly call them. You can email them the screenshot to your doubts, or you can even conduct a Google meeting or a Zoom meeting with them. You can share your screen and discuss your doubts with them. And it also comes with a lifetime free upgrade, but the job assistance does not extend to this particular training. The cost for this particular program is 17,100. There would be 18% of GST on top of that, which will be making the course fee to somewhere around 20,000. So now coming to the online classroom, everything that is available in self-paced worth for 20,000 is first of all given to you for free. You will be having one-on-one doubt resolution sessions. You can attend as many batches as you want for a duration of lifetime without paying anything extra for the same. So there are two batches. One is a Saturday and Sunday batch, wherein the classes are conducted on Saturdays and Sundays from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the evening. So 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on a Saturday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on a Sunday. The other batch is a Tuesday to Friday batch, wherein the classes are conducted on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 7 a.m. in the morning to 9 a.m. in the morning. The course fee for this particular program is 38,019. There is 18% of GST on top of that, which will make the course fee to 44,862. So now we would be open to questions. You can download this career transition handbook if you want to see how our students have transitioned into this domain in the past. 55% is the average salary hike that our students get. 40 LPA is the highest salary for this particular program. There are 700 plus career transitions, as of now. And of course, a lot of hiring partners as well are also there. So now we would be open to questions. Meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sharing with you my contact details. So if you want to go ahead and enroll in this program, kindly reach out to me on these contact details. So I am Rudrani. So I'm Rudrani Bahurupi. I'm a senior course advisor at Intellipaat, also a team lead, also looking after the enrollments for Salesforce. This is my email ID where you can reach me, and I will also share you my contact number. This is going to be my WhatsApp number where you can directly reach me. Kindly feel free to reach me out on any of these. Either you can write to me on rudrani@intellipaat.com, or you can WhatsApp me on this number if in case you're interested to enroll for the program. So I had a question which said, how long is the course going to go on? So if you're going ahead with the Saturday and Sunday batch, it will take you approximately 3 months to complete the program, 2.9 to be very precise. Okay, and if you're going ahead with weekday sessions, it is going to take you around 2.1 months to complete the program. Are there any other questions? Yes, Amit, please tell me. All right, we'll wait another minute for any questions that we may have. So if in case you are interested in any other course, Amit, the question is from Amit. You would be answering doubts pertaining to this course only or for others also? If contacted through WhatsApp, definitely you can contact me for any course that you are interested for, be it any domain. I would be helping you out for answering all of your doubts, or if you're looking to enroll in any of the programs, you can definitely contact on this number as well. It does not have to be particularly limited to Salesforce only. If in case you're confused about which technical stack you want to go ahead with, you can definitely contact on this number and I would be able to help you out with the same. Okay, there is another question which says, can we attend both batches, Saturday, Sunday, and weekdays, just in case if we miss the weekend batch? Yes, definitely, Sandeep. Yes, you can do it. First of all, if in case you miss out on any of the classes, you can of course go through the recordings of the classes that you missed, but we also understand that you have enrolled for the live classes, so we will be giving you your share of the live class that you have missed. So yes, you can cover it up during the weekdays. We will be assigning you a batch which is covering the topic that you missed, or otherwise we will also be letting you know as to what we can do about it, but we will be making sure from our end, that would be completely our responsibility, to make sure that you go ahead and get the live session for the topic that you missed. Now this is also what we have mentioned on the website, that you can attend n number of live sessions for a duration of lifetime, meaning that, see, if in case you miss out on any of the classes, we arrange parallel live classes for you so that you can cover up what you have left in a live session itself. Otherwise, if in case after 5 years again you want to revise the entire thing again, or you get to know there are upgrades and you want to update your knowledge again, at that point of time also you can go ahead and attend the live sessions without having to pay anything extra for the same. There is another question which says, how much perfect job guarantee is there after this course? So basically it is 100% job assistance that we are providing. Job guarantee is something which is not authentic to go ahead and give to students, because it also all comes down to how you perform in the interviews. From our end, we will be equipping you 110% so that you would be able to confidently sit in the interviews and answer well with the recruiting partners. But then of course it all comes down to how you perform in the interviews as well. But definitely I can go ahead and give a guarantee as to, if you are thorough throughout the entire program, you would be able to go ahead and get a job very, very easily. All right, any other questions? Priyank had a question which said, admin Salesforce certification is available at Intellipaat. Okay, so are you talking about the admin certification that you get from Salesforce? Because for that you would have to give the examination, for which we are going to train you. Okay, all right. Thank you all for joining today's live webinar. It was a pleasure having you all here. Please feel free to connect with me if you are looking to enroll in any of the programs from Intellipaat or Salesforce. Thank you so much.